A single mum from Birmingham who says she was almost driven to suicide by the stress of caring for her disabled son has been given to threaten them with legal action to get it.
Louise Walsh's application was turned down due to eligibility policies, but her lawyers argued those policies were unlawful. They're now being reviewed, and in the meantime, Louise has been given the help she needs. Callum Watkinson reports.
For 11 years, Louise Walsh has been caring, often round the clock and always alone, for son Dylan, who has autism and learning difficulties. All she needed was 2 hours free per week to take her other child to football practice, so she applied to Birmingham Children's Trust for a specialist carer. But they said Dylan wasn't eligible and turned her down.
I felt like I was on my own, but I also felt like, what is the point? You know, what's the point? And there has been times where I've just felt like just ending it.
But she turned despair into action and threatened the trust, which is owned by Birmingham City Council, with court action. She'd asked for 2 hours, but they gave her 16. And her points will now be included in a review of their eligibility policy.
I was so excited, I was so happy for Dylan. But as well I was angry, because they're supposed to be there to help us, and that's one thing they don't do, is help.
The chief executive of the Children's Trust was coincidentally out celebrating with his team last night after the service was rated good by Ofsted. Louise was celebrating her victory too, alongside a friend from the Birmingham Parent Carer Forum, a voluntary organisation who say the Trust's record for helping families of special needs children is no reason for a party.
Their jobs are about stopping a family like Louise's family getting to the situation that they've got into. It's about being proactive, not reactive. And the sad thing in Birmingham is, even when you have a family in crisis, it still takes so long for the statutory services to kick in. In the interim, we're here supporting each other. We're filling that gap where the statutory services should be.
Louise's lawyers argued the City Council and Children's Trust's right help, right time policy is illegal because it deprives families of short breaks they are entitled to by law.
Families of disabled children and disabled children have right to short breaks due to legislation such as the Children Act and statutory guidance, etc. And the criteria or the requirement to provide short breaks in the kind of national guidance or statutory guidance wasn't reflected in Right Help, Right Time.
The Children's Trust said its policy is always under review. On receipt of this recent correspondence, the Trust has simply committed to consider the issues raised, it said, within the ongoing reviews. No review has begun as a response to the correspondence. But if that review concludes the policy was lawful, after this taste of victory, it's likely that Birmingham Children's Trust will be hearing more from Louise and her lawyers. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.